Itzamna was seen as the father of gods. Welcome to Deca Rankings. If you want to know things, you're in the right place. The topic for today is Top 10 Most Powerful Mayan Gods. From the jungles and temples of the Maya world came gods who embodied creation, rain, death, and the cycles of time. Their myths, preserved in the Popol Vuh and countless traditions, guided kings, farmers, and priests alike. These deities represented forces of nature and human destiny, shaping daily rituals and monumental ceremonies. Today we rank the top 10 most powerful Mayan gods, from the least to the most mighty, exploring their myths, worship, and cultural influence. Number 10. Ixtab. Ixtab, goddess of suicide and the afterlife, held a unique role in Mayan cosmology. Unlike many cultures that condemned suicide, the Maya believed that those who died by hanging were guided directly to paradise by Ixtab. She was depicted with a noose around her neck, a symbol of her role in escorting such souls. In a society where sacrifice and death were central to religious belief, Ixtab represented compassion and honor for a specific type of death. She offered a peaceful afterlife, reminding people that death could be a release rather than only a punishment. Ixtab symbolizes relief, mercy, and the sacred passage from suffering to eternal rest. Number 9. Kukulkan. Kukulkan, the feathered serpent, was a god of wind, storms, and knowledge. Known across Mesoamerica, he is closely linked to Quetzalcoatl of the Aztecs. Kukulkan was associated with wisdom, culture, and the union of heaven and earth. His pyramid at Chichen Itza demonstrates his power. During the equinox, a serpent-shaped shadow descends the steps, symbolizing his arrival. He was seen as a civilizing force, credited with teaching writing, calendars, and agriculture. Worship of Kukulkan spread widely, showing his influence beyond the Maya. He embodies cosmic order, wisdom, and the connection between natural forces and human society. Number 8. Huracan. Huracan, god of storms, wind, and fire, was a destructive yet renewing power. His name gave rise to the modern word hurricane. In the Popol Vuh, Huracan unleashed the Great Flood that destroyed a failed age of humanity, demonstrating his role as both punisher and purifier. Depicted with a single leg, he embodied instability and the chaos of natural forces. As a storm god, he brought both devastation and renewal, clearing the way for new creation. Priests invoked him in rituals seeking protection from storms or appeasement of his fury. Huracan symbolizes the unstoppable power of nature, destruction as a path to renewal, and the awe inspired by natural disasters. Number 7. Camazotz. Camazotz, the bat god, was a terrifying deity of night, sacrifice, and the underworld. In the Popol Vuh, he appears in the House of Bats, one of the deadly trials faced by the hero twins. There, he decapitated one of the brothers, symbolizing the lethal dangers of night and death. Camazotz was associated with bats, creatures of darkness and caves, linking him to fear and the hidden world of Xibalba. He was both feared and respected, embodying the predatory dangers of nature and the inevitability of death. Camazotz remains a striking figure, symbolizing the thin line between life and death and the mystery of the night. Number 6. Chaac. Chaac, god of maize, agriculture, and the wilderness, was vital to Mayan life. Maize was the staple of Mayan civilization, and according to myth, humans themselves were created from maize dough. Farmers prayed to Chaac for protection of their crops against pests, animals, and droughts. He also represented the wilderness, reminding humans of their dependence on and conflict with nature. Rituals in his honor included offerings before planting and harvest, ensuring fertility and abundance. Without Chaac, there would be no sustenance for people or gods. He embodies nourishment, fertility, and humanity's sacred bond with the natural world. Number 5. Kinich Ahau. Kinich Ahau, the sun god, was a central figure in Mayan cosmology. Depicted with jaguar features or as a radiant solar face, he embodied vitality, fertility, and divine kingship. Rulers often identified themselves with Kinich Ahau, claiming divine authority to rule as his earthly representatives. Daily rituals followed his path across the sky, ensuring cosmic balance. Festivals celebrated his presence, connecting him with music, poetry, and fertility. As the sun sustained agriculture, his worship was essential for survival. He symbolizes vitality, leadership, and the eternal cycle of day and night, embodying the life-giving force of the sun. Number 4. Ah Puch. Ah Puch, god of death, decay, and the underworld, was feared as ruler of Mitnal, the lowest level of Xibalba. Depicted as skeletal, sometimes with bells and skull ornaments, he personified mortality and decomposition. In Mayan belief, death was not an end, but a continuation into the afterlife, where Ah Puch reigned. Though terrifying, he was essential to the balance of life and death, ensuring that decay gave way to renewal. Rituals often sought to appease him, asking for protection from untimely death or pestilence. Ah Puch represents the inevitability of death, the decay that fuels new growth, and the eternal cycle of life and afterlife. Number 3. Chaac. Chaac, the rain god, was one of the most widely worshipped deities in the Mayan world. With his lightning axe, he struck clouds to release rain, ensuring fertility and agriculture. Chaac was often depicted with reptilian features and a long curling nose, symbolizing water and fertility. Farmers depended on his favor for survival, and his cult was strong across all Mayan cities. Rituals included offerings, sometimes even sacrifices, to secure rainfall during droughts. His presence was essential for maize and all crops, making him vital to both people and gods. Chaac symbolizes life, abundance, and the sacred balance between humanity and nature. Number 2. Ixchel. Ixchel, goddess of the moon, fertility, medicine, and weaving, was one of the most powerful and beloved goddesses. Depicted either as a young maiden or as an old woman with a serpent headdress, she embodied both creation and destruction. As patron of childbirth, healers, and midwives, she guided women and families. She was also patron of weaving, a vital craft in Mayan society that symbolized the weaving of life itself. Temples on Cozumel were major pilgrimage sites where people sought her blessings. Ixchel represented the cycles of the moon, reflecting growth, fertility, and renewal. She symbolizes feminine power, healing, and the sacred role of creation and nurture in society. Number 1. Itzamna. Itzamna, supreme creator god, was ruler of the heavens and one of the most revered deities of the Maya. He was credited with creating the calendar, writing, and medicine, gifts that formed the foundations of civilization. Often depicted as a wise old man, he represented both wisdom and authority. Itzamna was seen as the father of gods and protector of kings, making him central to Mayan politics and religion. Priests invoked him in rituals for knowledge, healing, and order. His myths emphasize his role as a civilizer, shaping the structure of time and society. Itzamna symbolizes creation, wisdom, and the divine order that sustained Mayan culture, standing as the pinnacle of Mayan cosmology. The Mayan gods reflected a world deeply connected to nature, cycles, and the unseen. From Chaac's maize to Ixchel's moonlight and Itzamna's wisdom, they guided rulers, farmers, and priests for centuries. Their myths endure in temples, traditions, and the living heritage of Maya culture, reminding us of the sacred bond between humanity, nature, and the divine. Like this video, and subscribe to Deca Rankings for more videos like this.